Nightmares, night terrors, and lucid dreams. I talked a little bit about this in this video. But basically, since I was really young, I have experienced lucid dreams, which is where when I'm dreaming, I know that I'm dreaming. So then I can kind of choose what I do in the dream or respond to things in the dream. Or if I wake up, I can sometimes go back into the dream and try and alter the outcome of that dream. I didn't actually realize that not everyone can do this, so that's kind of cool. If you can lucid dream, let me know in the comments below because I want to talk to other lucid dreamers. What isn't cool though is nightmares. Because for me, when I have a lucid nightmare, it's like I keep trying to invest myself in this experience that I just want to escape from or try and make better, but actually I can't get out of it. And it is terrifying. Sometimes it does help to know that you're dreaming when you're having a nightmare, but other times it kind of feels like you're waking up so frustrated because you're so out of control, because you can't alter what's happening despite the fact that you're aware that you're having a dream. So when I wake up from something like this, I already have a lot of stress in my mind and in my body, because sometimes it feels like I've been fighting and failing in this nightmare for a really, really long time. Worse than this though is night terrors. Ugh. So night terrors are when somebody is asleep but they physically respond to what's happening to them in their dream. I didn't realize how much I talk in my sleep until I got married and Dan told me. I think because I lucid dream, when we got married I was aware that he was next to me and I was having this dream and I wanted to tell him about it, which can be hilarious. And yes, we have got it on tape because Dan videos me while I sleep. That sounds way creepier than it is. He doesn't always video me while I'm sleeping. I don't think he does. So when I've experienced extreme night terrors, he's woken up and I've been crying in my sleep, maybe kicking or punching, and sometimes even screaming. Sometimes I don't remember the dream, but normally I'm just really grateful that he's there to remind me that it's not real and that I'm safe. Now, I don't like to give a lot of time and attention to things that are demonic because I don't see that trend in the Bible. But what I do know is that I have had experiences that are demonic attacks or paranormal activity kind of things. Not like head spinning and crawling up the wall kind of experiences, but definitely seeing things in the night, feeling presences or presences, a presence or many presences, and hearing voices, and some things that I just know are there to instill fear, doubt, or just feel like a spiritual punch to my face. My mum taught me to rebuke demonic spirits when I was about 6 years old because she saw this trend in my dreams when I was a young girl. And since then I've uttered the words, "I rebuke you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ," out loud. I've uttered it under my breath, or I said it through tears at my home, at my grandma's house, at my friend's house, at sleepovers, at camps, and all sorts of places that I've experienced these kind of things. And honestly, sometimes it's really hard and really tiring. Because when these things happen day after day, like they have been for the last few months, it can be really draining. Emotionally and physically. Which is why I look so tired. So yesterday I woke up after having another nightmare with my jaw clenched, my fists in like little balls, just feeling super angry and holding tension all over my body, my shoulders up by my ears, and generally just feeling the massive grumps because I'm waking up feeling so stressed. I wake up unable to concentrate on real life. So if you ever see me making a cup of tea with my jaw clenched in the morning, you know I've probably had a nightmare. Normally what I would assume is that I wake up angry about the topic of the dream. But yesterday in particular I decided to journal what I was feeling, which is something I just started doing for the first time in a long time. I used to journal a lot when I was a kid and I've stopped for the longest time. So I bought a nice journal from Paper Chase.
I love Paper Chase.
And I started to write down my responses to what God's been talking to me about and what I feel like I'm being attacked about in my nightmares. And what I realized while I was writing was I'm not actually mad at the person who I was dreaming about in my nightmare. I'm mad at the devil. I'm angry at him because he steals something from me that is so beautiful. My dreams could be so full of color, full of life. They could be prophetic. They could be, because surely if something can be used for so much hurt and pain, the opposite is true, and they could be used for such great goodness. Which is why I think he specifically targets my dreams, and if you experience something like this too, this is probably why. And if this sort of thing is going on in your life right now, I want to give you some encouragement from someone who is currently going through it and has been going through it for a long, long time. Don't be afraid. In John 4 it says this, "For the spirit in you is far stronger than anything in the world." I know because I've experienced what it's like to wake up from horrible nightmares and night terrors and lucid dreams. It sucks, but take a second to realize that you're not alone. The Holy Spirit is with you right now, and He is stronger than what's trying to tear you down. He is loving and He is your comforter. Look for God's goodness. So God can take something that Satan is trying to use for our harm and turn it for our good. We live on this earth which is full of sin and changed by it. And that's why we experience pain and suffering and even nightmares. But in all of the pain and all of the hurt, we have opportunities to draw closer to the comforting heart of God. Stay alert. Now, if you believe the Bible, you know that the devil has been defeated. But while you're here on this earth trying to live out God's best life for you, the devil will not stop trying to mess with you. In Revelations 12, verse 11 to 12, it says this, "He is wild and raging with anger. He hasn't much time, and he knows it." So he wants to mess with you. If he can bother you first thing in the day, he can effectively steal those moments from you where you reflect on the fact that God's mercies are new every morning. And that's a win for him. So when you experience these things first thing in the morning, try and remember that he's just trying to steal something from you that is really precious. Rebuke those demonic spirits, rebuke the devil, and go back to God. Now recently I realized that I don't know how to cope with waking up with so much anger. And honestly, I don't think I learned how to deal with anger as an emotion without using violence or aggression or taking it out on somebody else. So I've decided to go to counseling to try and learn some of these things I didn't learn growing up. How to deal with uncomfortable emotions, how to address conflict in a healthy manner, how to express pain without blaming somebody else or guilt-tripping someone else, and where to channel my anger in a healthy way. So obviously I can't give you all the answers, but I will do my best to answer any questions you have in the comments below, and what I learn in my counseling and on this journey I will happily share with you guys if you want to hear about it. Once again, I am amazed by God's ability to take something awful and painful and that is hurting my heart and craft it into something that can be used to help me and to help others. Through my own experience of recent nightmares and night terrors, God highlighted an area for possible growth in holiness and a closer dependence on Him. So for you today, if you're struggling with any of these things and you want to chat, let me know in the comments below. Or if you know someone who is struggling with their sleep, share this video with them and pray for them and encourage them to draw close to God in those painful moments. And don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.